Are you a dancer in the closet? Hi, I'm Delandis and welcome to Delandisworld. I bet I got you with that intro, didn't I? All right, let's talk about being a dancer in the closet. That was me. This is my life. My dance story. I grew up in a little small town called Lake City, South Carolina, and there was not much to do but ride your bikes down dirt roads and meet out with your friends playing ball. In my case, because I really didn't like sports, play double dutch or play jump rope or whatever you did, or whatever the other girls were doing, that's what I wanted to do. I had a dancing family, and when I say dancing family, my aunt, which we grew up like brother and sister, she was a dancer. My sisters were dancers who were younger than me, and that left me. I grew up in a household with all girls, and they were all dancers but me. I remember watching them go through this experience and me being quite jealous that I did not have the opportunity, or I thought that I did not have the opportunity. I think my life has been shaped based on this experience, and you know, maybe I wouldn't be where I am today if I did have that opportunity. My aunt was a dancer and she would go to dance classes, and I'm such a visual learner. I would always sit back and I would always watch her dance and her practice for her recitals. And I would also go to the dance studio sometimes and just watch. And I would always do things in the closet or behind closed doors. I didn't want anyone seeing me dance, or I didn't want people to know that I was interested in being a dancer, because guess what? Boys don't dance. Well, at least that's what I thought, or people would say. But I wanted to dance. I wanted to dance. I found music, which was also a great art, but I wanted to dance. At one point, my mom did ask me if I wanted to dance. And I was so excited at this point. I was like, yes, I want to dance. I want to take tap dance. And I was going to do it with one of my friends at the time, but he decided not to, and guess what? I didn't either, because I did not want to be the only boy. I did not want to stand out, because I always felt like I stood out anyway. So I didn't want to add anything else to the fire to make me stand out more. I was a boy playing the clarinet in the band, and so again, back in the days, boys didn't play clarinets, right? I think a lot of the ignorance growing up and the peer pressure was the fear of not knowing, of course. And we all know that dancing is not just for girls. We all know that playing the clarinet is just not for girls. But that was my story. You know, I stood behind the scenes and I would dance and I would dance and I would dance, and I never took that opportunity. And again, like I said, maybe my life was shaped and my dance career has been shaped because I didn't have that experience. Maybe if I had danced earlier, I wouldn't be dancing today. Well, things work out the way they're supposed to, right? Well, as I got older, I kept dancing behind the scenes and doing my little thing and kind of watching and learning. When I got to college is when I really decided to let go. I decided that not only did I want to be a musician, but I also too wanted to study and learn dance. So I started in the dance department at the University of South Carolina. With hesitation, of course. I really didn't want to let my band directors know that I was in the dance department. So I kind of kept that secret just because I did not want them to think that I wasn't practicing or working on my music and my studies. So I kind of kept that a little secret too. I started in ballet class, taking ballet and jazz. And I must say, I felt like I was at home. And because I was so eager, I learned so quickly and I got good so quickly. I was doing my first performance in 6 months. Now, if I saw footage from back then when I first danced, I probably would cringe, but it was an opportunity. It was such an amazing opportunity to have your first performance as a new dancer. And I I remember really wanting to be good and really wanting to push myself like I pushed myself as a musician. Because when I set a goal, I worked so darn hard to make sure I achieved that goal. And that goal was being a dancer. Now, you know, I still continued on with my music and stuff. So throughout the university, throughout my time there, I danced. I was in many shows. I started putting my hand in choreography, and I remember maybe my last year in the dance department, I won the choreography award, which is over there. I still have that plaque there. I'm very proud of that because I came from being a closeted dancer, right, to a dancer that wanted to express my art and wanting to show people what I love more than music, right? I was doing jazz, I was doing modern, I was doing West African, which became one of my favorite styles of dance, West African. I became so comfortable as a dancer. I achieved something that I never thought that I would achieve. And at this point, my family knew that I was dancing, and they were very proud of me and very supportive. So I go to New York, and I have this technique behind me. I have years of jazz, years of modern dance, some ballet as well, which, you know, wasn't necessarily my favorite, but of course, it's the foundation, right? So I had to take ballet just to make sure I had that foundation. So I moved to New York, and my aspirations were to be a model. And interesting enough, you know, that wasn't happening quick enough for me until dance. So I said, okay, I need to dance, but it's not the type of dance that I was doing before. It has to be more commercialized. So I started a new chapter in my life. I was dancing every single day at the studio. I put in so many hours a week dancing, trying to hone my skills so that I could be in the commercial world. Interesting enough, I started modeling through dance for United Colors of Benetton in Sicily. So dance really became a career. I always had this gift for singing, so I started singing, and I was like, hey, musical theater. I was auditioning for every Broadway show out there, and at the very end it paid off. And the interesting thing is that I never thought in my life that I would ever be a dancer. I never thought that I would be a dancer. I never thought that I would be successful at it. I never thought that I would do big shows being the featured dancer. That was not in the cards for me, at least I thought. And I really am truly blessed that I had the opportunity to hold back. So like I said, if I had danced earlier, maybe I wouldn't be where I am today as a dancer or have the same drive and motivation, because it is tough when you grow up in a small southern town and you are the only one, or you feel at that time you are the only one like yourself. So I'm so happy that dance is so different. You know, I teach dancers every single day, little boys every single day that love to dance, and they don't have those same hurdles or obstacles that I felt that I had, which is a great thing. The world has changed and people have opened their minds to guys doing everything. I would always tell little boys too sometimes when I would recommend them taking ballet, and they would look at me like, no, that's for girls. And I was like, well, who do you think is gonna lift the girls? We need boys like you to lift the girls in the air. So I'm really happy that dance has changed and that you see young boys dancing now. So if there are any parents out there, if there are any young boys out there who have any hesitation about dancing, understand that we all move every single day. When you walk down the street, you dance. When you wave your hand, you dance. And I will tell you, isn't it amazing when you get to go to your school dances for high school or for middle school? Isn't it wonderful when you can dance and you don't have to stand in the corner? So listen, don't be in the closet about dancing. Don't be that closeted dancer. If you are young and if you are watching this video, it's fun, it's life, it's great. So grab a friend, get into a dance class, Be that dancer that we all know that you can be. Yeah, so no more closeted dancers. I am so happy to share this story with you guys. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to this channel and press that bell notification so that you get any notifications for videos that I may upload. Also, to check out my Instagram at Delandis and my Twitter at Delandisworld. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next time.